Of course, there are 3 locations for the National Food Pantry here in Ottawa. Joining us from the Canada Stittsville location, Kristen's here, and then also back Andre joining us from the Westboro location. So great to have you guys here. I was going to kind of segue in with, the book women are from Venus, men are from Mars, right? When it comes to the relationships, same thing when it comes to men and women and our bodies and what our needs are and how different the chemical imbalance can be, and so that's really the topic that we're going with today.
Exactly, yeah.
A lot of questions when people come in and they're looking for totally different things as a man or a woman.
Definitely. I mean, especially with Maltese, like everybody, men and women have different needs when it comes to hormones and stuff like that and support. So it is nice to have those gender-specific multivitamins and supplements in general.
It's got to be a main thing, because a lot of people, someone's coming in and buying it for the family, right? You come in and that's the thing, and then you realize we actually need to have different things.
Exactly.
What should they be looking for then, each for an individual, for the man and for the woman?
Well, for women, I mean, there's specific ingredients in there for their own hormone balance, and things like women need more iron and men need more zinc, different things like that. So it is better if you can get those gender-specific ones, so we can really have the support that we actually need.
And do you find people listen? Once they actually start to ask questions and then figure things out, that they make the
well, sure, they give that kind of look, because usually iron is a big thing when you're looking at a multivitamin. Women need more iron than men, typically. And so that's going to be one of the main differences when you're looking at a multivitamin or whenever you're looking at any kind of a supplement. There's going to be a few little nuances here and there, of course, and same with the dosage. So sometimes you got to take all that into consideration before you just start taking a multivitamin that you think is good for everybody.
Will it make a difference too when you're talking about, in a 90-pound woman and you're looking at, someone heavier or different sizes in men's, like that there's more need for certain things depending on body type?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, for myself, a lot of the recommendations are kind of like a broad range. So I'm a little bit smaller. I will probably push back on certain things, especially different things like cleanses and stuff like that. But yeah, it definitely comes into play.
There's lots of books, there's lots of research that's out there, and this is something that's great because you're offering this with certain purchases, right, for people to have a better understanding. Mm-hmm. And there are books available for people to look through things at the store.
Absolutely. I mean, if you look at these 2 books here, one for the man, one for the woman, if you make a purchase of their respective product, you get the book for free as well.
Well, so, I'm looking at the main 3 things, right? Which is lose the belly, increase the testosterone, and supercharge your sex life. So really, those you consider the 3 main things as men are starting to kind of age a little bit, right? That would be the top 3 things that a lot of them are coming in.
Oh yes, especially as you're aging. I mean, things are starting to shut down, so to speak, and you need something to help you boost. So aside from eating well, if you need a little bit of a boost, this is something to consider in some of these products.
So you actually have brought us certain products. So do you want to go through some of the ones that we're looking at here?
Sure thing. Did you want to?
No, go ahead.
Okay. Well, at the far end here, of course, we have the male option here, and then we have the women. So you're looking at fish oil, even the fish oil for men and women. Then we're looking at the multivitamins for active individuals. Okay, and then we have, of course, men getting around the 50-year-old mark. The prostate becomes a bit of an issue. But 50% of men over 50 have issues with the prostate, and apparently the stats are showing that 80%, at 80 years of age, 100%. So that's something to really take care of it.
So what does this do in it?
Well, a lot of times men have urinary flow issues,
right,
and that will help.
It helps.
Yes.
With the consistency, with how often they're going.
Yes, I mean, a lot of times it's either very slow or it's so sporadic, or sometimes, oh, I got to go again. I have to go again. I have to go again. So something like that will help regulate it a bit, so you can actually sit down and enjoy your TV show a little bit and go from there. And then we have the male energy, as you said, the increased testosterone and whatnot as we age. And also the food and the environment that we have, estrogens can creep into a man's internal environment and wreak a little bit of havoc, and that's going to help.
Got you. All right, so we've covered these ones. We want to hit a couple on the ladies' side?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just as you said, there's the fish oils specific to women that have different levels of like omega-3s and omega-6s and omega-9s and such like that. There's the women's multi-active, and that one there will have the more B vitamins, more iron, and then the EstroSense. This is a fantastic product to really keep our hormones balanced, and especially around our time of the month and whatnot. Keeps the inflammation down. strong, keeps our mood a little up, and yeah, with the her energy, the same kind of thing. It helps with the abdominal fat as well, and inflammation and such. And then the last one, well, the middle ones I should say, are both like not gender specific, but both genders can take these. So there's the maca, there's the thyrosense, and that really helps for both of us, for libido, for stamina, for energy, and so on.
There are so many things, and I think a lot of people are sitting at home, they have their specific issues that they're looking at. It's interesting to know that when you are actually heading in, ask the questions, know the differences between who it is that you're actually purchasing for. We do have to take a commercial break. We'd love to get your questions in. We have a couple of segments still to come with the Natural Food Pantry. Give us a call, 789-6559, extension 2803. Email ottawa.morning@ctv.ca, or send us a message via our Twitter or our Facebook page. 3 locations, as I mentioned: Riverside Drive, Hazeldean Road, and Richmond Road. So those are your 3 options for locations. You can always do some shopping on the web at naturalfoodpantry.ca.